see my volume here. Oh, there we go. Better volume. Okay. Volume's good. All right. What is up, everybody? Nick Fiore here. Adam, Furious Nation YouTube channel, right here on YouTube. This is your Survivor Series review from a couple nights ago on Sunday night on November the 22nd of 2020. Survivor Series 2020 streamed live on the WWE Network this past Sunday night. The best of the best, Raw versus SmackDown for Battle for Brand Supremacy and the 30-year anniversary of The Undertaker. So now, before we give our thoughts on the whole show, including the kickoff show and the Undertaker stuff, now with the Undertaker stuff, Adam and I have our different opinions on that. But before we get started on the Survivor Series stuff from last Sunday night right here in the channel, right here in the channel, I do want to make mention, Survivor Series, I was supposed to do it on Sunday night or Monday morning this week, but schoolwork caught up, was just piling on me, and I had to get that done. So that got done last night. So thank God I got all that done. But however, guys, Survivor Series review, you're gonna get it. So not to worry, you're gonna get a Survivor Series review. Also, after this video for the Survivor Series review right here in the channel, right after this video, it's gonna be the Raw review from 2 nights ago, the Raw after Survivor Series, and Adam and I are gonna give our thoughts on that. But that'll be right after this video, the Survivor Series review video, right here on the channel. And that is that. And let's get started with the Survivor Series 2020 review. Now, I want to be honest with you guys here, and I really want to be honest with you. I want to be brutally honest with you guys. Survivor Series 2020 build was not good. It was not good. However, that does not mean that it was. However, that doesn't mean that it was a bad show. It was a decent show. Your thoughts?
Yeah, it was a decent show. The rest of it was actually pretty good. But still was wrong on this show. Still.
Yeah, build not good, but the pay-per-view was decent. Just because the build was bad, that doesn't mean that it was a bad show. It was a decent show. But like you said, Adam, I agree with you. There were some logic gaps, like the men's Survivor Series match. Like the 5-on-5 men's Survivor Series match. Not really a fan of it. I didn't like SmackDown men getting swept clean like that. I didn't like that whatsoever. The 5-on-5 women's Survivor Series match was a lot better. A lot of the women were protected, but we're going to go over that and our thoughts and all of that. Yes, the ending I didn't like, but other than that, a lot of the women look good in the match, but we're going to go over that and everything else with the Survivor Series review right here in the channel for Survivor Series 2020. Also, Survivor Series 2020, the 30-year anniversary of The Undertaker. The Undertaker debuted for WWE at Survivor Series in 1990. And now 30 years later, 30-year anniversary of The Undertaker and The Undertaker's farewell. Now, and we might as well start off with The Undertaker stuff first right here on the channel for this review, for this video right here. I honestly thought, like with Undertaker's farewell, I thought it was going to be like Karrion Kross or The Fiend coming out and attacking The Undertaker, leading to one more Undertaker's actual last match at WrestleMania next year in front of actual fans, and there should be fans back by then next year, around Mania next year. But I really thought Undertaker's farewell at Survivor Series this year was not an actual farewell, and I was like, come on, it can't be in front Undertaker's retirement in front of virtual fans. No, come on, you got to do it in front of actual, real, live fans. Can't do it in front of virtual. But Adam has a different opinion on that. You want to take it away?
It was actually his retirement.
Yeah.
His retirement? Good.
Yeah.
For him.
Now, Adam and I, sometimes we can have different opinions, but hey, it's a subjective matter. Wrestling's subjective, right? But I just feel like Undertaker should retire in front of actual live fans and not virtual. It's not the same with Undertaker retiring in front of virtual fans, if you know what I mean. it's much better, much more impactful and emotional if it was in front of actual live real fans. That was not virtual. That's just my opinion on that. But I know you have a different thought on that, Adam. Like like you said, Adam, if it's Undertaker's actual retirement, then good for him. And if it was his choice, then so be it. And you got to respect the man's decision. But I just feel like he should have retired in front of actual fans. But that's just my take. But hey, if it's Mark Calloway's choice, then it's his choice. And I'm not, and whatever his ultimate decision is, I'm not against his choice whatsoever. It's if it's what he wants, then so be it. Your thoughts on, go ahead. Yeah, you had Undertaker's brother Kane, you had Rikishi, Kane, Big Show, Rikishi, Savio Vega, you had Jeff Hardy, JBL. What else did you have there? Kevin Nash. Yeah.
Because they're on TV in 2020, legitimately.
Yeah, you had the Big Show. You had Big Show, then Kane.
Or Hellfire Brimstone. You know, with the arms.
The big red machine.
When he does the pants.
Yeah, like this.
And then the fire come out on the steel post.
Yeah. Still to this day, I miss Kane's 2007 theme song, Slow Chemical by Finger 11. I miss that theme song of Kane, and Kane's best theme, hands fucking down. No other theme song comes. The other theme songs, they don't even come close to that. They don't.
Or maybe the original that he used when he debuted at Blood 97.
When he in the first ever Hell in a Cell between Undertaker and Shawn Michaels, by the way.
Yeah.
But yeah, I do miss the 07 Kane theme, which was just one of my favorite themes of all time, because I started watching wrestling. I remember fall September 2007, I started watching wrestling, and I watched WWE for the first time. That it was an episode of SmackDown. You had Kane in there, you had Rey Mysterio and Chavo in an I Quit match on SmackDown, where Rey made Chavo say I quit, where the year before Chavo made Rey say I quit and put Rey out of action until SummerSlam 07. I remember that very well, still to this day, and I've watched this product for years now. And
you had Big Show, Kane, with the left hand,
yeah. You had Savio Vega, Ric Flair. Woo! Yeah, Triple H and Shawn Michaels. Which I was happy to see. And I think it was Triple H's entrance that hired Titantron. I saw an NXT logo part of Triple H's entrance, which I do have to appreciate, man. I really have to appreciate that. She had Shawn Michaels. I was shocked he didn't have the NXT UK cap, but I don't know. But happy to see them. Who else did you have? You had Rikishi there. Big sexy Kevin Nash. I'm surprised he didn't tear any more quads.
Yeah, no quad injury to Kevin Nash.
Nope. You had the charismatic and extreme enigma Jeff Hardy.
Yeah.
And you had other legends there in JBL. So you had a lot of legends there. I think Christian as well, but you had a lot of legends in the ring. Celebrate Undertaker.
I'm actually surprised that Edge and Kurt Angle did not appear.
Yeah. I thought they would appear because they have history with Undertaker.
Yeah. But
big history.
Actually, the reason he didn't appear because they didn't want to spoil it for Kurt.
Who, Edge?
Yeah.
And he's rumored to wrestle Randy Orton at WrestleMania next year, whether it's for the title or not.
Yeah. But Kurt Angle also did not appear.
Yeah, he may want to focus on other projects, and he has said recently in interviews that he wants to focus on one of his projects and stuff. So,
yeah.
But if it's his choice, I respect him and good for him.
Yeah, but I actually would have loved seeing him with in the Undertaker's final farewell because they have history together.
Or how about this one? The Rock coming out, or Stone Cold coming out, or Hulk Hogan coming out.
Yeah, but I'm not sure if they were invited. But they weren't invited.
Or even Batista.
Yeah.
Because WrestleMania 23, World Heavyweight title, Batista Undertaker, very underrated match. Probably one of the most underrated WrestleMania matches of all time, in my opinion. Yeah. That match I don't think was bad at all. Your thoughts on that, Adam?
It wasn't that bad. It was actually good.
Like, and that was when Undertaker still had the streak.
Yeah, but he wasn't invited as well.
It would have been nice to see him, but or even what about John Cena?
He wasn't invited to the show. I mean, he's actually focused on making movies.
And then Vince McMahon. But before Vince came out, they had a video package which looked really nice. I gotta give WWE props for that. WWE creative is shitty. It really is. It's really god awful. But if there's one thing WWE does best, it's production and video packages. They nail it. And they really nail it when it comes to video packages and production.
Yeah, I wish they were nailing it.
Creative. Yeah. On Monday and Friday night. Especially on Monday nights, because Monday nights is so bad. Yeah, so after this video package, Vince McMahon comes out, and I'm watching this. What is with Vince McMahon and his doesn't it look like he has makeup or oil over his face? Like, he looks terrible. He looks like a dead man, and he still has bags under his eyes. It looks like if the guy doesn't get any sleep whatsoever, he looks horrible, and I mean horrible. He physical appearance wise, he looks bad. What's your thoughts on this? Absolutely, just it's like you see you can visually see the bags under his eyes, on both sides of his cheeks, both sides of his face, and on his neck, and on his chin, on his forehead.
The guy barely even speaks.
Yeah, and he even talked at the end of the show, the last Sunday Night Survivor Series. He looks terrible, and he sounds terrible. He can barely talk anymore. How he's still running this company is fucking mind-boggling. It's just, it really is. Maybe he does need to retire.
Yeah, look at it. Like, he looks horrible. He sounds like a zombie.
He looks horrible. He sounds horrible. The guy he's not what he used to be like he was. He's not. He just doesn't have what it takes anymore. Imagine the smell of his breath, legitimately. Can you imagine the smell of his breath and how he breathes? Exactly. It's like, and listen, I respect Vince and what he's done for the company over the years with the Attitude Era and stuff, but it's time for Vince to retire. He can't do it anymore.
He cannot.
He sounds and looks horrible, and if last Sunday night did not show you that, I don't know what will.
He doesn't even look the age. He doesn't even look. As he's 75 years old, he almost looks like I think he's 100 at 50 years old.
Yeah, that's how bad he looks. He looks absolutely terrible. He really does. He's not what he used to be in the past, and at this point in his career and all, he should be finished.
He should retire. The guy's finished. The last thing he should do is retire and hand the company to Triple H.
Because Triple H because his son-in-law Triple H knows what he's doing. He's not old. He's smart. He's not a dummy. He knows talent. He knows talent, and he doesn't bury talent. Speaking of Triple H, I read a report late last night and earlier this morning. It was on Ringside News. Jim Ross I believe he was interviewed. He said, like, he never heard of Triple H burying talent in the past. So, and I sent it in the chat too, Adam.
Yeah, but I think I once heard that he refused to put over RPD and Booker T when they were supposed to win the world title. They were supposed to win the world title, but he refused, and he changed the outcome.
Yeah, there were like rumors of that, like Unforgiven 02 for the World Heavyweight title with RVD, and then WrestleMania 19 in Seattle for the World Heavyweight title with Booker T.
Yeah, like they were supposed to win those matches, but Triple H came in and refused to lose, and he changed the outcomes.
Yeah,
because but did he hate the backstage because of this? I think I heard he still has beef with RVD.
I have no idea. I don't know. That may have died down. I have no idea, but there were rumors of that in the past. So but here's the thing, and this is my opinion. I don't think Triple H buries talent. I think Jim Ross is right. I don't think Triple H buries talent. Look at the guys that Triple H has put over the years. He's put over a lot of different guys. Guys like Jeff Hardy, Daniel Bryan, The Shield. He's put over Shelton Benjamin in 2004, believe it or not, if you remember.
He put over Randy Orton in 2007.
He put over Umaga, I believe, in late 06, I think.
Yeah, I think.
He's put over Edge. He's put over, I think, Jericho. He's put over Batista in 2005. Sheamus he's put over. He's put over Ultimate Warrior and Hulk Hogan. He's put over, what else he put over? Stone Cold and The Rock, Mankind, Goldberg. Yeah, Chris Benoit, WrestleMania 20 and MSG. Clean he tapped out clean to Benoit at WrestleMania 20 in New York City for the world title. Yeah. He's put over Kurt Angle, Goldberg, Brock Lesnar, John Cena, Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, and Ambrose with the Shield. He even put the Undertaker over clean 3 times at WrestleMania. 3 times, people.
Yeah. 3 times.
He didn't have to do that, but he did.
Yeah.
One was a regular one-on-one at WrestleMania 17 in 2001. Second time in 2011, no holds barred at WrestleMania 27 in Atlanta. And then WrestleMania 28 in Miami, the third time in 2012, Hell in a Cell with Shawn Michaels as the referee.
Yeah.
Which was incredible, by the way. I remember watching it live at WrestleMania 28. It was absolutely fucking incredible.
Yeah.
After the Sweet Chin Music pedigree combo inside the cell, I literally thought after that the streak was over.
Yeah.
I was on the edge of my seat jumping. I was like, oh, Undertaker's going to lose the streak, and he kicks out.
Yeah, that was incredible.
In Miami and Hell in a Cell, Undertaker became 20-0 that year in 2012 at WrestleMania before Lesnar broke it in 2014 with the streak. Which still to this day, Lesnar should have never broke the streak.
He should have.
And there's a reason why they did that, because of WWE Network stuff and subscriptions. That's what they did it for. That's all. That streak should have never, ever been broken.
It should have.
Like, I don't know if Roman was, like, I don't think Roman was the one that broke the streak in 2017, though it would have gotten over as a heel. I don't know how that would have played out in 2020, though we like the Tribal Chief. Roman Reigns right now, our Tribal Chief. But anyways, but again, 2014, the streak should have never, ever been broken at all. Lesnar didn't need to break it. It should have went to either Shawn Michaels or CM Punk, and I still stand by that to this day.
Or Triple H, if they want to.
Exactly. Triple H could have broken the streak, and maybe young guy would have beat Triple H and would have made a new star.
Yeah.
But anyways, enough of the rambling. We can ramble all day, but we got a Survivor Series video to do right here on the channel. But I really thought Undertaker, it was like with the farewell, I thought it wasn't an actual farewell, but it actually was. But I gave my opinion on that. Adam did, but I mean, we have different opinions, but it's a subjective thing. So that's all I got to say. But if Undertaker's truly retired, God bless him. He's done everything for this company.
Yeah, he's done everything for his company, for WWE.
He's 55
years old.
Yeah,
55 years old.
He's 55. During his many years in wrestling, he's wrestled with bad knees. He's wrestled with a bad hip. He actually got hip replacement surgery 3 years ago after his Roman Reigns WrestleMania 33 match in Orlando 3 years ago in 2017.
He wrestled with a broken foot.
And the King of the Ring 1998 Hell in a Cell match with Mick Foley at King of the Ring in 98 in Pittsburgh. Probably one of the greatest cell matches and moments of all time, arguably. When Undertaker and Mankind literally put their bodies on the line to entertain all of us watching at home and all the people live there at King of the Ring in person in 1998. Undertaker has literally given his life to this business. One of the greatest of all time. And honestly, you're never, ever going to, like, there will never be another Undertaker. I don't care what anyone says. It's going to be very, 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 very hard to find another Undertaker.
Yeah. Speaking of Mick Foley, he was actually at the Undertaker's farewell.
Oh, yeah, Mick Foley, too. I forgot to mention him. Apologize for that. But yeah, he was there, too. It was Mick Foley. Yeah. But again, like I said, Undertaker, if he's actually retired, then I'm going to miss him. But it's like, you talk about one of the greatest of all time. Undertaker is, without a shadow of a doubt, he is one of the greatest of all time. His favorite wrestler to a lot of people, or even everybody. I don't know how you don't like the Undertaker. And it's like, and one of Vince McMahon's greatest creations ever was the Undertaker. Like originally in 1990 when he debuted as a heel, then he got really over and they turned babyface, and then they had the Ministry, and then the Brothers of Destruction. You had the American Badass, you had the Dead Man, Phenom, and Demon of Death Valley. You had Undertaker and Orton feud in 2005. Remember that?
Yeah.
With Cowboy Bob Orton, Randy Orton's father. Aleister Black could be that one, but he's pretty much, he hasn't been seen since the draft. By the way, Titus O'Neil has gotten 30 seconds more time than Aleister Black. Just let that sink in.
Well,
and they have him right there. Use him. But exactly. Or how about this one? I don't know what your thoughts are on this one. What about Karrion Kross?
Yeah.
You know, it's like he has the entrance and all, but I don't know about that. But maybe it's possible. I don't know. But again, like I said, you're never, ever going to find it. And I still stand by this. And I'm not changing my opinion on this. There will never be another Undertaker. Ever.
It's going to be impossible for anybody to fill in the Undertaker's spot.
Damn near impossible. Better yet. And yeah, and for 30 years he's given to this business, you gotta like just what he's done. Like look what he's done and helping the other guys, and just he's not selfish. He's there because he loves it, and it's just like he's given his whole life. Like it's just like Hulk Hogan. He's given his entire life. Mark Calloway has given his whole life to this company. He really has. And AJ Styles and Gallows and Anderson, at least they have an accomplishment of theirs too. An Undertaker's last match in the Boneyard match at WrestleMania 36. Whether it was fans there or no fans there, it doesn't matter.
Yeah. Yeah. AJ Styles was the Undertaker's last opponent. And Carl Anderson took the last tombstone from the Undertaker. And his last match. The last tombstone the Undertaker was like Carl Anderson.
And then you had Luke Gallows in there. Yep. So,
Gallows and Anderson, they have a big achievement of their own, being involved in the Undertaker's final match.
So Gallows, Anderson, and AJ Styles, they have nothing to be ashamed of. At least they can hold their head high and have that accomplishment for the rest of their lives, as long as they're alive and breathing.
Yeah.
But again, it's like Undertaker. It's like just I'm gonna miss him, man. I really am.
Yeah,
You're never gonna find another Mark Calloway. He is one of those guys that it's just he never gets stale or whatever. It's like you're always like when he's there, you never put your head in your phone, but it's just like I mean, I would have loved to see Undertaker versus Karrion Kross or Aleister Black or even Finn Balor, but I guess we're not getting that, unfortunately.
Yeah, but But I want to say this, but WWE was doing the build-up for Survivor Series. The build-up for Survivor Series was so bad they needed to build this show all around The Undertaker.
Attention in the best of the best thing, which I don't like.
Yeah, but this is this but that's the reason why WWE don't put any of their faith in the talent that they have. So I want to know the entire show around the 55-year-old Undertaker.
And yet there's going to be some idiots. Oh, but the current roster, current wrestlers on the roster, they suck, man. They're no draws, man. They have no charisma, man. They suck on the mic, man. They're boring in the ring, man. Nobody wants to see them, man. Nobody. They're known for their in-ring skills and in-ring competition. What they're really known for. Nobody wants to see that shit, man. Really now.
You can say, Vince McMahon, and Bruce Ford.
Yeah. Just look at the ratings. Oh, but it's the wrestlers' fault for the low ratings. Like Matt Riddle is boring. He's the reason why the Raw ratings suck, man. Matt Riddle's an indie midget with no charisma, man.
I guess you haven't watched NXT then. And better yet, it's not Matt Riddle's fault for why the ratings are down. It's because of Vince McMahon. And Matt Riddle, he's not even being himself on Monday Night Raw for to be the reason why the ratings are down.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about Matt. We're gonna talk about Matt Riddle in the next video after this, the Raw review video. But, anyways,
we're gonna talk about him later.
Yeah, and we're gonna talk about Riddle shortly too with the men's 5-on-5 SmackDown vs. Raw Survivor Series match. But again, like I said in the earlier start of this very video, the Undertaker stuff had more tension than the best of the best build for the Survivor Series this year, which I don't like. And then the build was bad, but despite that, it was not a bad show. It was a decent show. It had its ups and downs. There were, I think, like 3 matches that were really good. One of them being Roman Reigns and Drew McIntyre, which was excellent. But we're going to go over all that, though, right here with this very, very video right here on the channel. Now, before we get started, I would really, I have a goal here. I really want to reach at least 50 subscribers right here on the channel before the end of 2020. So if you have not done so already, for those of you who are new watching this, please hit that subscribe button and make sure you hit that bell for all notifications so then that way you guys know whenever I'm uploading videos from this channel right here onto YouTube. And remember to hit that like button for this very video as well. And remember to follow me on Twitter at FioriNick579. Follow me on Twitter. Follow me on Twitter at FioriNick579. Follow me on Instagram at NicholasFiori2014 and Facebook. Follow me on Facebook at Nicholas.Fiori.31. And Adam, follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter as well. Links in the description when this video is done publishing. And that is as far as the social media platforms and all goes. And we're going to get started with the Survivor Series review right here.
Hold on. But wait, there's something happening. There's something happening wrong with the phone.
Okay. What's going on?
So, I don't know, but hold on.
Okay.
Wait a minute.
Okay, hold on, guys. A little technical difficulty, so try to ignore that, guys. But I don't know what happened to Adam, but try him again. Little technical difficulty.
Hello?
All right. Hello?
I can hear you. Hello.
All right, awesome. Yeah, so ignore that. Sorry about the technical difficulty, guys. Ignore that. But anyways, Adam's back with me. But we're going to get started with the Survivor Series 2020 review from last Sunday night. And we might as well talk about this. We're not going to go over this much long. The kickoff show, you had a dual brand battle royal, 9 men from Raw, 9 from SmackDown, a dual branded kickoff show battle royal over the top rope, dual brand. And yeah, I did not like this at all. Well, before that, before that, you had the kickoff show. R-Truth, he's on the kickoff show panel. The gobbledygooker, Gooker appears and he dances with R-Truth. Then Tozawa barges in and he tries to attack R-Truth. Then R-Truth knocks Tozawa away, but the Gooker rolls up Truth for a 3 count with a roll-up pin. And the Gooker is a 24/7 champion. Christ above. We're not. I don't even want to go over that much. Next. Yeah. I find that out embarrassing. Embarrassing. Terrible. Fucking terrible. This is the best you have for Drew Gulak. This guy was on SmackDown wrestling AJ Styles for the Intercontinental Championship, and he was on SmackDown tagging with Daniel Bryan, and he has done nothing. He hasn't done jack shit since coming to Monday Night Raw with the draft. He's done nothing. And a while ago, and correct me if I'm wrong, a while ago, didn't he sign a new 5-year deal with WWE? Mr. Gulak, was it really worth it?
I wonder.
Do you feel sorry for Gulak? How do you feel sorry? How do you feel sorry for him at this point? You can't.
In creative wise, yeah, but in terms of what he's doing right now, no. Because he resigned, and then he sent him to Monday Night Raw. Fucking embarrassing.
Raw, where careers go to fucking die. And not long ago, this guy was on SmackDown, like I said, wrestling AJ Styles for the ICE title and tagging with Daniel Bryan on SmackDown as well. And you move him to Raw, and this is the best you got for him when he should be challenging on Raw for, like, say, I don't know, a U.S. title, but you got him chasing the 24/7 title. Fucking garbage. Garbage. Just end it. Just this 24/7 title shit, just end it already, please.
And also, he goes from challenging for the Intercontinental Championship to dress up and team up with Daniel Bryan to dress up as a Godly Ghoul who looks like a chicken. A guy in an attire that is made of chicken.
I have no words. We're not even going much over that. We're moving right on to the dual branded battle royal.
Guess what happened at the end of the night? Guess what happened at the end of that segment? Who walked out the 24/7 champion at the end of all of that? Oh, that's right. R-Truth still walked out the 24/7 champion. He won back the title. This is the end. Never saw that again.
Garbage. We're not even going much over that. We're moving on. Dual branded battle royal. Yet you had Miz and yet representing Raw, you had Miz, Morrison, you had Elias, you had Angel Garza, Cedric Alexander, and Ricochet, Humberto Carrillo, and Jeff Hardy. You had those guys representing Raw. Representing SmackDown, you had Buddy Murphy, Rey Mysterio, Dominic Mysterio, Apollo Crews, Kalisto, Shinsuke Nakamura, Dolph Ziggler, Bobby Roode, Dominic Mysterio, and Chad Gable. Yeah. So Morrison was the first one eliminated, and he was eliminated in 30. Listen to this, Adam. 30 seconds. 30 seconds. Let that sink in. He signed with WWE to be eliminated in a meaningless battle royal in 30 fucking seconds. Can we please get him away from and better yet, why is Morrison paired with Miz, period? Why is he paired with Miz when Morrison should be on his own? Miz is just holding him down.
Fucking embarrassing. Yeah, when you're eliminated in 30 seconds in a battle royal, you know you got a big problem.
Yeah. Can we just get Morrison away from Miz, please? Miz is just dead weight that's holding him down, and DJ Storm said it best. The Miz is a dead act, and I could not agree more. Miz is just dead weight that's holding Morrison down, when Morrison should be on his own, wrestling for a U.S. title or a WWE title, and Morrison can legit do things on his own. He doesn't need the Miz. He is worth so much more than being paired with the Miz, and you will never convince me otherwise. I don't care what anyone says. Miz and Morrison may have been good and entertaining back in 2008. It's not going to work again now. It's not going to work again now. What are your thoughts on all this with Miz and Morrison back?
Embarrassing. Can we get one of them off of can we get them? Can they just break them up already, Miz and Morrison?
Yeah.
Take one of them off and take the Miz off television.
Oh, but the Miz needs to cash in and be WWE champion, though, man. He's the face of USA. He's a draw, man.
A draw where?
And when the Miz was in his first reign as WWE champion a decade ago, how many matches did he win clean as a champion?
None.
Only one against John Morrison. That first Raw of 2011 for the WWE title Falls Count Anywhere. That was it.
Yeah.
That was it. He needed Michael Cole to help him win clean. He needed Alex Riley to help him win clean. He needed The Rock's help to beat John Cena at WrestleMania 27.
I needed CM Punk
to beat Randy Orton at the 2011 Royal Rumble in Boston.
Yeah.
He needed the CM Punk and the New Nexus, by the way.
Yeah.
Of Mason Ryan, Husky Harris, a.k.a. Bray Wyatt, Michael McGillicuddy, a.k.a. Curtis Axel, and David Otunga.
Yeah, he needed all of them to help him win against Randy Orton.
And including CM Punk.
Yeah.
And yet, and it's like, and it's like, you really want to see Miz as a two-time WWE champion? Maybe 4 years ago, yeah. Maybe 4 years ago in 2016, yes. But now,
the guy is a complete joke.
And look at his offense. We're going to talk about it shortly, but Morrison, the first one out in 30 seconds, god awful. Just get him away from the Miz. The sooner he's away from Miz, the better, in my opinion. Cedric Alexander. So Dominic Mysterio eliminates John Morrison. Cedric Alexander then eliminates Kalisto. Ziggler then eliminated Rey Mysterio.
Catering is no way Kalisto, apparently, on SmackDown. And on Raw. Yeah, I know he's on SmackDown. They shouldn't say catering, Raw and SmackDown. Yeah.
Well, yeah, mainly on Raw. But anyways, Kalisto, and it's like, I like to see him as a heel on SmackDown get a decent push, and he could be something. It hasn't been seen yet.
Yeah, but why should he put our face in Vince McMahon, Kevin Dunn, and Chris Bridges and push them?
Yeah, I like to see him get a push, but I have no faith in them.
Yeah.
But anyways, it's like, and then Rey Mysterio eliminated by your favorite Dolph Ziggler.
He's my favorite.
Oh, but he's the perfect 10, though, guys.
Perfect 10? He's a perfect 10 of being a fucking idiot.
Yeah. So Dolph Ziggler eliminates Rey Mysterio.
So Mr. Scumbag eliminates Rey Mysterio.
And it's, yes. Yeah. So then, so Dolph Ziggler eliminates Rey Mysterio then. And then Angel Garza eliminates Humberto Carrillo. Humberto Carrillo, he's lost 80%. And Humberto Carrillo, listen to this. His loss record now on Raw, he's lost 80% of his matches now on the Raw brand. Is Humberto Carrillo.
Yeah, 80%. Or maybe 100% of his matches on Raw, with only 20% of his matches that he won were a main event.
Yeah. And then Cedric Alexander then eliminates Angel Garza. Ricochet and Alexander then fight on the apron. Alexander misses a clothesline. Ricochet then half Nelson suplex Cedric by Ricochet on the apron. And then Ricochet eliminates Cedric. And then Benjamin knocks Ricochet off the apron. Shelton eliminates Ricochet. Then Cruz eliminates Benjamin. And then Bobby Roode eliminates Buddy Murphy. Dominic Mysterio then eliminates Robert Roode and then Dolph Ziggler. And then Nakamura eliminates Apollo Crews. And then Jeff Hardy eliminates Nakamura and then Elias. And then it's down to 4. Miz, Hardy, Gable, and Dominic. Gable clotheslines Hardy over the top rope. Chad Gable eliminates Jeff Hardy. Now, this was big.
This was big.
And then it's down to the final three. The Miz representing Raw and then representing SmackDown, Dominic Mysterio and Chad Gable. Miz lands these shitty it kicks on Dominic Mysterio and Chad Gable. The Miz's it kicks are terrible. Some of the worst offense I've ever seen. Why is he still doing them? It's Daniel Bryan's move. Why is he still doing them?
Why? The guy's embarrassing when he hits them.
It's not even his move. It's Daniel Bryan's move. It's just stop doing them. The Miz just needs to stop doing those moves. It's not even his move.
Can he just I think he could do the reality check? You know, when you hit the knee right in your face and neck breaker.
Yeah, that he used to do. When before he was this before he was the awesome one, quote unquote.
Yeah, why can't he do that?
Yeah. It would be much better, but no, he's gotta do these it kicks, which look absolutely terrible when he does them. When he does them, there's no intensity when he does them whatsoever. It looks bad. It looks really, really bad. Why he still does them, it's mind-boggling. He just needs to stop doing that move because there's no intensity to it whatsoever, and it never works. It doesn't even look like when it hurts. That's how awful it looks.
It doesn't even connect well against the opponent.
Yeah, exactly. So then Dominic knocks Miz off the apron, but Miz went under the bottom the bottom rope. Like Miz is here, he rolls here. Dominic drop kicks him under the ropes, and Miz rolls out of the ring. And it's like Miz is over the top rope. Then he's here, then drop kick. Referee's like, no, Miz is not eliminated. And I hate this in a battle royal. When a heel goes under the ropes and they end up winning in the end, I hate that. It's so formulaic and it's garbage. I hate that. I really fucking hate that.
Yeah, we hate this, bro.
Like, why is this still a thing? It may have worked back then. It's not going to work anymore now.
It's not going to work anymore now, yeah.
This was dumb, that finish. And then Gable lands rolling belly to belly suplexes the Dominic Mysterio in the ring. This sequence I liked, and I would love to see Dominic Mysterio and Chad Gable one-on-one on SmackDown sometime, and I'd like to see more.
Yeah, I love to see this more.
Dominic Mysterio was not bad in the ring at all. Chad Gable, I'm glad he got rid of Shorty G-Name, but Gable and Mysterio, I would love to see more of.
Yeah.
So this was a nice sequence between Gable and Dominic.
Yeah, but let's go for the ending.
Yeah, and so then Dominic managed to hit the 6 springboard and the arm drag. Then Dominic hit 619 on Gable. Dominic Mysterio eliminates Chad Gable. And then Dominic thinks he's won. Then Miz sneaks up behind him and he dumps him over the top rope for the win. And then Miz last eliminates Dominic Mysterio for this win. Dumb. I hate that. Stupid.
And this is the Miz's first win as with the Money Bank. And he's absolutely...
And Vince thinks that Miz winning this is going to help Miz with him holding the briefcase now. Oh, but the Money in the Bank holder doesn't need to. They don't need to win a lot of matches, man.
Yes, they do. You don't see Edge win less matches anymore.
Oh, but he lost to Kane and Matt Hardy though in 2005, man.
It makes sense because they were feuding against it.
Because Lita turned on Kane, and then Lita cheated on Matt Hardy with Edge in 2005, when Edge was a big heel in 2005.
Yeah. You didn't see...
when Edge was a major heel in 05.
You didn't see... CM Punk lose.
Or RVD. Yeah, I think Seth Rollins.
Yeah, you didn't see... Well, he did cash in the same night, so all you need to know.
Daniel Bryan, I don't think.
You didn't see 3 idiots, Bill Ziggler, lose.
I remember on Raw in 2012, he beat Chris Jericho at the time. He beat John Cena, even though it wasn't clean, but he still beat him.
Yeah.
But it's like pre-idiot Dolph Ziggler. You never saw him lose a lot as Mr. Money in the Bank.
Yeah, The Miz in 2010. You didn't see him lose.
Nope, not at all. And probably like you said, Seth Rollins. I would agree with that too. I don't think he lost a lot either as Mr. Money in the Bank. I don't think was Seth Rollins.
Yeah.
I don't think. Sheamus lost a lot when he was Mr. Money in the Bank in 2015.
Yeah.
That. Yeah. Yeah, that. It's like and yeah. But yeah, mostly Edge. You never saw him in 05 lose a lot, Mr. Money in the Bank. Never. When he was a big heel in 05. Why would you have him lose? And for 4 weeks, he's been treated like a scrub on Raw ever since he won the 2-time Money in the Bank.
Yeah, and these people, they want us to take it seriously.
But him winning is a step in the right direction, man. Then why didn't he win a one-on-one weeks ago, right after he won that second briefcase?
Yeah.
Why did you wait? Why did you wait 1 month after he won the second briefcase?
Yeah, in a battle royal with people with talented wrestlers, VIP caterings, and bunch of jobbers and retards in the matchup.
Yeah.
Yeah, in a match that includes a retard in the match and jobbers.
And really, Miz winning, is this going to mean anything? Does it really mean anything to anyone? And I mean anyone? No.
Nope.
Miz winning? But the Miz winning, it's a step in the right direction. Sure it is. Sure it is.
If he was going to win a match, he should have won a month ago. After he won the briefcase.
But Murphy should have won, man. Murphy should have won. But this hurts Murphy, man. He lost the Battle Royal. In fact, maybe this is the best thing for him. He lost this Battle Royal. Miz winning this. Usually when you win a Battle Royal, it means fucking nothing.
Yeah, like, what does it mean anyway? When you lose a Battle Royal, you don't lose anything.
When you lose a Battle Royal, you don't lose anything. When you win a Battle Royal, it does nothing for you.
Yeah.
The Miz winning this Battle Royal will do nothing for Miz. Watch the next time on Raw, he loses again. Clean.
Yeah.
Watch. It's coming. It's coming. Miz wins a meaningless Battle Royal.
Now to the main show. Starting with the men's Survivor Series match. Team Raw versus SmackDown.
Team Raw, AJ Styles, Matt Riddle, and no, I'm not calling him Riddle, Sheamus, Keith Lee, and Braun Strowman.
Yeah. Captain AJ Styles, by the way. Captain.
No, I'm the captain. No, AJ, you're not the captain. I'm the captain. No, I'm the captain. That whole bullshit.
Keith Lee, who, by the way, does a new theme music, by the way.
And it's a lot better than the one he had after TakeOver 30 weekend. It's not better than his NXT theme, but it's a lot better than his previous one.
But I think he's rocking that theme music, by the way. It was Keith Lee was rocking it.
And as you can hear his voice in that.
Yeah. But Keith Lee still wearing his face, unfortunately.
That's the only thing. Not Riddle.
Matt Riddle. Who is Riddle? Is he Matt Riddle's twin brother?
But everyone says Riddle, man, and you need to change all the time. You can't have the same old shit all the time, though, guys.
If it's not broken, don't fix it.
Exactly. Don't change shit. Don't change shit to change it. Don't.
Sheamus and on. Oh, by the way, he runs fast.
Yeah, we're going to talk about that shortly, though, with this match. And then you had Team SmackDown, Seth Rollins, Baron Corbin, not calling him King Corbin.
King Corbin, who? He's Burger King. Baron Corbin.
Yeah. Otis without Tucker, Jey Uso, and Kevin Owens. Now, Jey Uso and AJ Styles are starting off this match. Jey forces Styles into the corner. Jey then gives Styles a clean break, and then after a leapfrog drop down spot in all the match, Styles then floors Jey with a drop kick, which looked beautiful. So then Jey Uso misses a head kick, Styles misses the Pele kick, then Jey gets a near fall after a roll up. Jey then launches Styles in the air and hits a Samoan drop. Corbin then tags it and misses a splash in the corner. Styles tries a springboard, but Corbin blasts him with the stiff right hand. Then Otis and Riddle are then in. And then Otis runs over Matt Riddle. Matt Riddle then locks Otis in a rear naked choke. Then Otis escapes and lands a falling headbutt for a near fall. Team SmackDown then takes turns working over Riddle. Then Owens focuses his attack on Riddle's bare ankle. And then Riddle tags in Sheamus. Then Rollins asks Owens to tag him in. And then Owens hesitates, but eventually tags him in. And then Rollins turns to Team SmackDown and says, the greater good, quote unquote. And Rollins then drops to his knees and holds out his arms like this. And then he tells Sheamus, please pin me after a bro kick. So Sheamus bro kicks Rollins in the face with a bro kick by Sheamus on Rollins. And then Sheamus lets Rollins eliminate him. So Sheamus eliminates Seth Rollins. And Rollins is the first one eliminated. Now, I know why this happened. You know why this happened. We all know why this happened. Because Seth Rollins, he's a crybaby.
Yeah.
He's a pussy. He's a son of a bitch. He doesn't want to work with Matt Riddle. Are you kidding me?
Like, what did Matt Riddle do to deserve it? What did he do to deserve it, Matt Riddle? Because
I like Seth Rollins, don't get me wrong, but you don't want to work with Matt Riddle? Come on, bro.
Why? Because Matt Riddle said you don't evolve?
Oh, but Matt Riddle's wrong, man. Seth Rollins is the best wrestler in the world, man.
He's not. Best wrestler as what? Crying inside the ring in a segment with Brock Lesnar?
Oh, but Seth is the best ever, though, man. In the ring, yes, but in interviews?
Yeah, but he's not even the best wrestler in this brand. We all know who the best wrestler is.
Seth Rollins is good, but best?
Not the best?
No.
He doesn't even have one good run as a world champion.
Oh, but he's WWE Championship reign in 2015, though, man.
He lost more than he won. Maybe the matches were good against Cena and Dean Ambrose, but he has lost more than he won on television.
Yeah, but we all know who's the best on the brand SmackDown right now. That's not Seth Rollins.
Yeah, but not saying that he's going to be title run with that.
Yeah, he at least had good matches, but Rollins is not the best on his brand. You know who is the best right now on SmackDown? That's not Seth Rollins.
Roman Reigns.
The Tribal Chief. The Tribal Chief will even tell you that Seth is not the best on the brand.
But Seth Rollins, the reason he's eliminated because he does not want to work with Matt.
But you guys don't realize Becky Lynch is having a kid in December next month, though, man. Seth doesn't want to look damaged when the kid arrives, man.
Well, maybe, but yeah, we know he has a kid, but he doesn't want to work with Matt Riddle. Again. But yeah, we all know he had to take. We all know he's going to take time off to have his baby with Becky Lynch. Congratulations to both Mr. and Mrs. Rollins. But why be eliminated like this? Legitimately, why be eliminated like this?
Yeah, like and Rollins, he can't even take one single and Simple joke from Matt Riddle. Oh.
What's up? Yeah, but if Rollins is going to be eliminated, the fight could only work at least like 15 more minutes before he gets eliminated.
But the reason he won, but the reason he was eliminated like this was because of Matt Riddle, because he has legit heat with Matt Riddle.
Yeah, but if he was going to be eliminated, like at least have him be damaged too much to the point where he's going to be eliminated.
Well, we all know. We all know the reason why he didn't get damaged much was because he didn't want to be in that ring with Matt Riddle at the same time.
Yeah, that's true.
He has legit heat with Matt Riddle. He can't even take one single joke from Matt Riddle. But again, Riddle doesn't know what he's talking about. Rollins is the best in the whole wide world as far as wrestlers go, man. Riddle is wrong, man. I guess you didn't watch last year when he was Universal Champion. Especially in interviews, which got him the heat for the wrong reasons. And for all the wrong reasons. Now, before we move on to the next parts of this match, now Seth is taking time off. Now, when he returns, he's going to be out for the month of December. He'll probably be back in time, most likely in time for the Royal Rumble next January in 2021. Yeah. But when Seth Rollins, Adam, I want to get your thoughts on this. When Seth comes back next year in January, correct? Do you see him coming back as a heel or as a babyface? Or do you see this greater good Messiah gimmick just changing or staying the same? Do you see him remaining as a heel when he comes, like when Becky Lynch has the kid? Do you see Seth coming back still as a heel, or do you see him turning back babyface?
Maybe he turns back babyface. Maybe. But, I mean, I'm just hoping that he does not feud with the Mysterios all over again. That's what I'm hoping.
What about Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns?
Or I hope that he does not feud with Undertaker all over again and Mysterios. That's what I'm hoping.
What about Seth Rollins feuding with Roman Reigns? Yeah.
And then we can talk about him getting a Universal title match.
Yeah. Daniel Bryan and Seth Rollins would not be bad either.
Well, maybe someone else could come back and give Daniel Bryan.
That I would not mind at all. Yeah. That could be so.
Then becomes Universal Champion Maybe we could get a heel Rollins versus babyface Daniel Bryan. But this could be interesting. But that was a dumb way for Rollins to be eliminated. But we all know the reason why.
It's bro.
Yeah, but
Matt Riddle.
But still, it was a dumb way to get eliminated. It was a dumb way to get eliminated.
Yeah. And that was because he legit doesn't like Matt Riddle. That's all it is.
Yeah. But still, but that's what I'm saying. It was still a dumb way to get eliminated. Like, you're allowing yourself to get eliminated in a match? Come on.
Just because you don't like Matt Riddle? Come on, man. Unreal.
But anyways.
Yeah. Anyways, so then after Rollins is eliminated, the rest of Team SmackDown, Otis and Owens and who else? Corbin. They're on the outside huddling together. Then Braun Strowman, he comes out of the ring. He's like, woo! Braun Strowman ran fast, guys. He ran fast.
Yeah. He ran fast once again.
And he ran down Otis, Owens, Corbin, and Jey Uso.
That's all he fucking did.
Yep. So then after Braun Strowman runs fast, Strowman then throws Corbin back into the ring. Lee and Otis are then the legal men in the ring. Otis gyrates as Lee smirks, which makes of the world's most awkward standoff, and then Lee and Otis then trade strikes. Lee and Otis then take turns trying to lift each other, then neither can manage. Lee tags in Strowman, who floors Otis with a right hand drop kick by Strowman, which looked terrible. Oh, but Braun does a decent drop kick, man.
He did not even hit the opponent.
That didn't even look like it hurt.
Yeah.
Better yet, didn't even look like it connected.
Yeah.
So then Strowman then tags in AJ Styles, who then eats a jawbreaker from Otis. Otis then tags in Kevin Owens, who launches Styles high in the air with a back body drop. Then Owens crushes Styles with a tilt-a-whirl power bomb backbreaker. Owens then tries to pop a power bomb, but Styles escapes. Owens hits a stunner on Sheamus and Riddle. Styles then surprises Owens with a phenomenal forearm, and AJ Styles then eliminates Kevin Owens. Then Corbin hits the end of days on Styles, but Sheamus breaks up the pin. Riddle then tags in as Styles takes out Corbin. Then Riddle hits the floating bro to eliminate Baron Corbin. Baron Corbin eliminated by Matt Riddle. So that was sweet for Matt Riddle.
Yeah, that was the best stuff because Baron Corbin
beat Matt Riddle on SmackDown a while ago.
Yeah, and also for Baron Corbin eliminating Matt Riddle from last year's Survivor Series.
Yes.
During Raw versus SmackDown.
Yeah. Oh, yes. Last year. It was after Riddle eliminated Orton last year's Survivor Series. Then shortly after Riddle eliminated Orton, Riddle then got eliminated by Corbin.
Yeah, after he got hit by an RKO from Randy Orton. And then that was also revenge for being eliminated. That was also revenge for Baron Corbin eliminating Matt Riddle at the Royal Rumble in 40 seconds.
This past January. Because I think Matt Riddle and Lesnar had legit heat at the time this past January. I've heard rumors of that.
Yeah, so Baron got one back at Baron Corbin.
Which is sweet for Matt Riddle. Sweet revenge. So then Sheamus then knees Jay in the face for a near fall. Then Sheamus blasts Jay with the 10 beats of the Beldrum, or the Bodrin or Beldrum, whatever it is. That thing that Sheamus does, which I like of Sheamus. Big fan of Sheamus, by the way. I like what he does. But he deserves a big push. He deserves better. And then Jay then catches Sheamus with an enziguri. Jay then tags in Otis, who clears out all of Team Raw. Then Strowman tags himself in and he rips off his shirt. Strowman then runs over Otis. Otis then misses a splash in the corner. Otis slams Strowman. Otis then hits the caterpillar. Then Otis goes up top, but is cut off by Matt Riddle. Then Strowman pulls Otis off the top rope when Otis is going for the Vader bomb. Then Strowman hits the power slam on Otis, which the power slam was shitty. And Strowman eliminates Otis. Braun Strowman's power slams are fucking terrible.
Yeah.
They are terrible.
They're awful.
When Strowman does the power slam, it looks like you can easily reverse and slide out of that.
Yeah. Yeah, he still does the running power slam. He's still running with the power slam as well.
Braun Strowman in matches, he just gets by. Braun Strowman can't wrestle for shit.
Yeah.
He's terrible. Why he's still employed, I have no idea. And that's all he does is run fast. Because that's all Braun. Because Braun Strowman, he runs fast, and that's all Braun does is run fast. That's all he does, and that's all he's good at. And so then after Braun Strowman eliminates Otis, Jey Uso then super kicks Strowman out of the ring. Jey then dives over the top rope and lands on everyone on Team Raw when he does the over the top dive to outside. Then Jey sends Matt Riddle into the ring steps, and Jey lands another series of super kicks. Then Big Jordan pulls Styles out of his way of the Uso splash. And then Lee tags himself in. Uso dives off the top rope, but is caught in midair by Keith Lee. Keith Lee then hits the Spirit Bomb on Jey Uso for the clean sweep win. And Team Raw men win the 5-on-5 Survivor Series elimination match for the men. the winners of the team of the men's 5-on-5 Survivor Series traditional elimination match. Winners, the Team Raw men. I don't like how they clean how they how I did not like this at all. How they Raw clean swept SmackDown in this match. I did not like this.
I didn't like it as well.
Your thoughts on this entire match?
What did it mean in the end? What will it mean in the end?
Nothing. And I don't like how they did SmackDown dirty in this match. They did them no favors whatsoever. I'm sorry.
Vince McMahon took a good place on SmackDown.
Vince never cared about SmackDown. He's always viewed them as, quote, the B show, and he thinks, and Raw is Vince's baby. Oh, Raw's the A show. Sure it is.
Raw's the A show. Sure it is. They can't even get 2 million viewers as of late.
Vince never cared about SmackDown. And why at Survivor Series? Why can't SmackDown win even once? Why? Oh, that's right. Vince and Monday Night Raw, they don't like being wrong.
Yeah.
That's all it is. It's politics. It's you can see the blatant favoritism, and I fucking hate that.
Yeah.
I hate that. But this men's 5-on-5 match, not a fan of it whatsoever, and I didn't like what they did in this match. Yep. Have my drink. Oh shit. Well, I have little sips of my drink, but drink nonetheless. There you go. I got something. And look, some little bit of water in there. So hey, at least I got something, right? So, anyhow, moving on, the next match. Raw Tag Team Champions, The New Day of Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods versus the SmackDown Tag Team Champions, the Street Profits of Angelo Dawkins and Montez Ford. Very good match. Very, very good match. This was probably one of like, there were at least 3 matches that were standout on this show last Sunday Survivor Series. This was one of them.
This was the second best match of the show.
Outside of Roman Reigns and Drew McIntyre, which was excellent last Sunday night at Survivor Series. But now Monday night, not this past Monday, but the Monday before that on Raw last week, it was the Hurt Business and the New Day for the Raw Tag Team titles. Now, I think New Day and Street Profits was the much better match than Hurt Business and the Street Profits. What are your thoughts on this?
Yeah. And this was an excellent match. So, I like how we get this on Monday Night Raw SmackDown every week with the thing.
Exactly. If they actually did that, it would be much better. But who am I? I'm just an idiot. But who are we? We're just idiots, right? Sure. This was a damn good match.
Yeah, I said it. Why can't we get this with every single tag team on Raw and SmackDown? On Raw and SmackDown episodes.
Yeah. If they actually did that, I don't think we'd be bitching as much. But who are we? We're just nerds, right? Sure. Anyways, so this match. Montez Ford, he's in this match and he catches Kofi Kingston with the drop kick, which looked nice. Kingston then tries a front roll, but Montez Ford kicks him right in the face. Ford and Dawkins then do a double flapjack double team move on Kofi Kingston. Then Dawkins tries to suplex Ford onto Kingston, but Kingston gets his boots up. Kingston then lands a dive. Woods and Kingston then take turns working over Ford in the corner. Ford then manages to tag in Dawkins, who clears the ring. And then Dawkins lands a series of spinning splashes on Woods and Kingston in the corner. Dawkins then gets a near fall after a butterfly neck breaker. Woods then tries to honor roll, but Dawkins pushes Woods into Ford, and who hits a suplex. Then Ford catches Woods with a running sliced bread, which I liked in this match. And Dawkins only gets a 2 count. Shades of Brian Kendrick there. And then Kingston and Woods then land the midnight hour on Ford, but Montez Ford kicks out. He kicks out, which I was shocked by. And then Kingston lands 3 boom drops on Montez Ford. Then Kingston calls for trouble in paradise. Dawkinson hooks Kingston's legs. Ford and Dawkinson hit their finisher on Kingston. That spinebuster and frog splash of Montez Ford, which is a thing of beauty, man. One of the best frog splashes right now is Montez Ford.
Yeah.
I love Montez Ford's frog splash.
Who's the best? Frog splash is the best.
Absolutely. So after Ford hits the frog splash on Kingston, Ford is favoring his ribs, and he's slow to make the cover to get the 3, to trying to get the 3 count. So he crawls to Kingston to go for a cover, and 1, 2, Kingston kicks out. Kofi Kingston kicks out. Then Kingston misses the Trouble in Paradise after this. Ford then hits his own version of Trouble in Paradise. And then Xavier Woods, he has Montez, and then Woods gets tagged in. Xavier Woods then has Montez Ford up in a military press position, lifts him up, throws him up, hits a gut buster on Ford, and it was a near fall. Montez Ford kicks out. Yes, Xavier Woods doing a military press slam. That is usually a super heavyweight move, and Xavier Woods doing a military press slam into a gut buster.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. Xavier Woods is very, very underrated. If there's anyone I would love to see get a world title push, it would be Xavier Woods.
Yeah.
I feel like
he probably the most underrated wrestler
and part of the entire New Day stable, hands down.
Yeah.
And speaking of Xavier Woods, he just was announced not long ago as the host of G4, which I'm very happy for him, by the way.
Happy for him, by the way, yeah. Happy for Xavier.
For the video game stuff with G4. So, and Xavier Woods is a big video gamer, so happy for Xavier Woods. So then Woods then sets up a superplex, but then Dawkins tags himself in, and he puts Xavier Woods in an electric chair position. And now Ford is on the top rope, right? And I thought they were going to go for the Doomsday Device, which is my favorite tag team finisher of all time, but they didn't go for that. Ford sails right off the top rope, and he hits the blockbuster off of Dawkins' shoulders, which look really, really nice. And this gets the Street Profits to win. And 1, 2, 3. Street Profits beat the New Day in a very good match. Street Profits winning is absolutely the right move. The New Day, one loss is not going to hurt the New Day. It's not. The New Day is pretty much bulletproof, if you ask me.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like the Street Profits needed this win more, and that's exactly what happened. And the Street Profits going over was the right move, in my opinion. Your thoughts on all of this before we move on?
It was the right move, bro. It was the right move.
Do you think one loss is even going to hurt the New Day at this point?
No.
The New Day's bulletproof. Cody Rhodes is bulletproof. Daniel Bryan is bulletproof. I'd even say Finn Balor, Tommaso Ciampa, and AJ Styles are bulletproof.
Yeah.
Like, one loss is not going to bury them. Like for example, Daniel Bryan, he could lose 300 times. He would be fine.
Yeah.
Daniel Bryan is bulletproof. Cody Rhodes is bulletproof, and the New Day's bulletproof. One loss is not going to damage the New Day whatsoever. The Street Profits needed this win more. This is the right call. If I was booking this, I would have had the Street Profits win. And you do realize the Street Profits winning, and they won clean here against the New Day. Do you know what this does for the Street Profits? It gives them momentum, and not only that, but it gives them some credibility, which they did need.
Yeah.
So I'm happy Street Profits won. And your thoughts on that real quick?
Yeah, I'm happy for the Street Profits that they won. I mean, that's one of the only tag teams that the WWE actually likes.
Yeah, I don't, and speaking of Street Profits, with them with Tag Team Gold, I don't think they've lost clean enough, like non-title matches with them as champions. I don't think they've lost clean and non-title matches when they were champions once. I don't think.
Yeah.
I don't think even once that happened.
Which is actually good for an NXT tag.
Yeah, and champions should not lose clean in non-title matches anyways.
Yeah.
I don't care what anyone says. Like Sami Zayn and Darby Allin from Dynamite and SmackDown last week, they should not be losing clean.
Yeah.
Like, watch Dynamite from last Wednesday with Cody Rhodes and Darby Allin versus Ricky Starks and Brian Cage from last week on Dynamite. Why did Darby Allin have to eat the pinfall?
Or Sami Zayn taking the pinfall from Montez Ford
on SmackDown and Dynamite last week, respectively. Like, why couldn't someone else from, like, why couldn't, who else, like, why couldn't Ruder Ziggler eat the pin? Why couldn't Cody Rhodes eat the pin?
Yeah.
I hate it when champions lose clean in non-title matches. Champions should not be eating a pin or submission clean in non-title matches. It's dumb booking. Yeah. It's something Monday Night Raw would do, and I don't like it. It devalues the person holding the title and devalues the prestige and legitimacy of that said championship. I don't like that.
Yeah, but the tag team match was awesome. Cheating the New Day and the Street Profits and the Street Profits.
Absolutely the right move. Yeah. So moving on. Intercontinental Champion Sami Zayn representing SmackDown versus representing Raw, the United States Champion Bobby Lashley with the Hurt Business of MVP Shelton Benjamin and Cedric Alexander. Not really a fan of this match.
Not really a fan of that match as well.
Sami Zayn was chicken shitting a lot in this match, though he's a genius, but he was trying to get away from Lashley a lot in this match, and he was trying to avoid Lashley's spear and all. Lashley, at one point in this match, lifted Sami high up in the air with a one-arm spine buster. And then Sami tried to roll out of the ring a bunch of times. And then towards the end of this, Lashley hits the Hurt Lock or the Full Nelson. Sami Zayn taps out. And Lashley wins. We all expected this to happen. What are your thoughts on all this real quick? Because I didn't think much of this match at all when I watched this.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we all knew what the outcome was going to be.
Yeah. Now there were rumors originally that it was supposed to be a very quick 3-minute squash match with Sami being squashed. I'm glad that was not the case.
Yeah.
That would have been catastrophic. That would have been bad.
Yeah, but
I think that didn't it go like what, 10 minutes? How long do you think it went?
I don't know.
Actually, let's look that up. How long did the match go? Let's look that up. Actually, Survivor Series 7 minutes 50 seconds or 8 minutes. It went the match.
Yeah, 8 minutes.
So thank God it was not 3 minutes, but we kind of expected this with Lashley going over. But this match I was not a fan of. I thought it sucked, in my honest opinion. Not really a fan. Kind of a waste of time, if you ask me. If you missed this, I don't think you've missed much with this, in my opinion. So then it's like we go backstage with Jey Uso, Roman Reigns. And like Jey was eliminated last in the men's 5-on-5 match from earlier in the night. Roman Reigns is not happy with Jey Uso and all, and they argue. And Roman's like to Jey, like, you need to get your act together, Jey, or else you're gonna get kicked out of the family.
Yeah.
So, but that played a factor later on in the night. And I'm happy, and Roman and Jey are still together. So. That played on later on in the night with Roman Reigns versus Drew McIntyre later on in the night. But anyways, we're moving on here. Raw Women's Champion Asuka versus SmackDown Women's Champion Sasha Banks. Asuka versus Sasha Banks. So Banks and Asuka, they tear each other down. Now, this was not a bad match at all. There was at least a few spots in this match where there was like quick back and forth with pinning combos left and right really quick. This was a nice match. Though we've seen it before, this was not a bad match at all.
Yeah, we've seen it before, but we've seen it before. Why should we care? But the right outcome.
Yes.
We cared about, but talked about.
And it was a good match. Yep. So Banks and Asuka tear each other down in this match. Asuka tries a pop-up knee that she usually does, but Banks turns it right into an arm drag, which looked really nice. Banks then tries to lock in the armbar, but Bankston tries to lock in an armbar on Asuka, but Asuka reverses it. Well, she tries to block it, and Banks rolls Asuka into a Banks statement. Asuka then almost turns it into the Asuka lock. Banks escapes it. Asuka then lands a hip attack that sends Banks right out of the ring. Asuka then rolls Banks into an ankle lock. Dropkick by Asuka. Asuka then works on armbar. Asuka then lands a pop-up knee. Then Banks kicks out, near fall. Asuka then lands a few kicks of her own. Asuka then tries a sliding knee, but Banks ducks and turns it into another armbar. Then Banks puts Asuka in the Cobra Twist. Asuka then backs Banks into the corner. And then Banks surprises Asuka with the head scissors that sends Asuka out to the apron. So then Asuka sends Banks flying off the apron with a hip attack. And then as Asuka tries to retrieve Banks, Banks kicks Asuka in the face. Banks sleeps off the barricade, but Asuka counters with the code breaker, which I liked.
Yeah.
Then Banks gets a near fall after a backstabber on Asuka. Banks encounters Asuka's counter with a Banks statement. Then Asuka escapes. Then while Banks is in the ropes, Asuka hits another code breaker for another near fall. Asuka and Banks then trade pin attempts, and Asuka lands a head kick, and then Asuka hits the ropes, but is rolled into a pin by Banks. Banks then gets the 3 count. And Sasha Banks defeats Asuka. And a very good match, and the right outcome happened. Sasha winning is the right outcome. Your thoughts on all of this?
That was awesome.
The floor is yours, Adam.
A pretty good match. Don't get me wrong. It's impossible to put these women in a match and have a bad one. But why should we care about it when we've seen it all summer? But at least the one thing we cared about this match was the outcome, which was the right one, and I appreciate that. Still a good match, though.
Yeah, and it's like, I agree with you, Adam. Why should we care? And we've seen it before. But hey, Lisa tells a bit of a story, because if you remember back in the summertime, it was back in the summertime, Asuka and Sasha Banks for the Raw Women's title. Sasha won, but because of Bayley's help. Now Sasha and Bayley are no longer, and now Sasha and Bayley are broken up right now, and they're on their separate ways right now, on their own right now. Now, because of that right now, at least it tells a story with this match from last Sunday that can Sasha beat Asuka on her own? And that's what happened, and Sasha won. So at least it told a bit of a story with that, if you ask me. But that's just my opinion. But Sasha winning is the right outcome. I don't think Asuka needed the win. I think one loss here, it's not going to harm Asuka. I think she'll be okay. I felt like Sasha needed this win more. And I'm glad Sasha won. So this is the right move. Sasha going over is absolutely the right call. So that is that. And then they go backstage. The Gobbledygooker is distracted by a pile of birdseed. The Zawa pins the Gobbledygooker. Giselle wins 24/7 title. Then Truth rolls up to Giselle for the win. Do 24/7 champion on Truth. Moving on. I don't care. Who gives a shit? Or fuck yeah. Like you say, Adam, I could not agree more with you. And then we go to the Women's Survivor Series match. 5-on-5. Team SmackDown. Bianca Belair, Natalya, Ruby Wright, Liv Morgan, and Captain Bayley versus Team Raw, Nia Jax, Shayna Baszler, Lacey Evans, Peyton Royce, and Lana. Now, I want to say this, and I want to be honest with you guys. And Adam wants to be honest with you guys. The finish of this match, I was not a fan of. Now, even though a lot of these ladies look good, the finish was not good. The finish I was not a fan of. Lana being the sole survivor and she did nothing. Vince thinks this is gonna get Lana over as a babyface. It will blow up right in their face. And Lana's really and Lana's not even that good. Oh, but the WWE Network Chronicle, man, who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck? And is Lana really that good of a wrestler? Like, and it's like you released Rusev on Black Wednesday this past April, and now you want to push Lana. This shows you that Vince and Bruce are very fucking petty. All because Rusev went to AEW. Oh, but it has nothing to do with AEW, man. Monday Night Raw is not afraid of AEW, man. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. Exactly. Yep.
And what they're doing with Lana now could have been avoided.
Yeah, exactly. Another thing in this match, Lana did not go through an announce table, but at least for that night.
Yeah, at least for tomorrow morning as well.
For the next night. Yeah. 1 table, 2 table, 3 table, 4 table, 5 table, 6 table, 7 table, 8 table, 9 table.
Well, she did not get 10 tables.
At least for one night. At least for that night at Survivor Series, but anyways. Enough shenanigans. We could joke, but anyways, we got to talk about this match here. So, Bayley and Natalya in this match are working over Lacey Evans, or as I call, trashier loser Evans.
I'm the one who called her trashy Evans. I'm the one who came up with the name, and you should thank me.
Yes, and I thank you a lot for that, brother. So then Evans tags in Peyton Royce, who's double suplexed by Belair and Natalya. How they have her in here, and they do like the squatting and then the suplex thing. That looked nice. And a handspring moonsault by Bianca Belair, which I really like. I'm a big fan of Bianca Belair. And she is one of the best women they have. Like she is that athletic. I like that handspring moonsault she does. So good. So Royce kicks out of the handspring moonsault by Bianca Belair, and then Liv Morgan then tags it and then locks up with Peyton Royce. Then Morgan and Royce then close on each other at the same time. Then Baszler, then Shayna Baszler and Ruby Riott then Baszler crushes Riott with a backbreaker. Riott then lands a few stiff right hands, and then Jax tags in and gets trapped in the SmackDown corner. Then Jax pushes everyone away. Lana then tags herself, and then Lana kicks Morgan in the head. Morgan then tags in Natalya, and then the Raw corner then yells for Lana to tag out. So then Lana and Natalya then trade pin attempts, and Lana tries to tag in Evans, but Evans refuses to tag. Then Jax tags herself in. Everyone yells at Lana. Baszler tells Lana to go stand in the corner. Then Lana looks like she is about to cry. Then Bayley tags in and beats down Peyton Royce. Belair then tags in and press slams Royce. Huge brawl breaks out on the outside. And Bayley then knees Jax off the apron. Bayley goes up top, but Royce boots Bayley in the head. Then Royce suplexes Bayley off the top onto everyone on the outside except for Lana. Then Royce sent. Go ahead.
Who was standing on the steel steps, looking like as if she doesn't want to be there.
Yeah.
Yeah, look like as if she doesn't want to be there, which I don't blame her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Royce sends Bayley back into the ring. Then Peyton Royce hits the deja vu on Bayley for the win. I'm not for the win, for the pin. So Peyton Royce eliminates Bayley, and Bayley's the first one eliminated. I was shocked by this. I really was. And I want to talk about this real quick about Peyton Royce. She wore, and I like the fact with these Survivor Series matches, like why does the men's Survivor Series matches, why do the men have to wear shirts, but the women don't have to?
Yeah, that's the problem.
Am I losing my mind or am I making sense?
Why are the women having attires red, but the Raw team have t-shirts? Why couldn't they get attires for the men?
I don't know, but this is WWE. This is Vince, Bruce, and Dunn. But anyways, the women, they didn't wear shirts at all. And Peyton Royce, I saw her in the match. She was wearing like this brownish hair. And am I the only one that had NXT Peyton Royce vibes with this?
You're not the only one.
And Peyton Royce, man, like the Iconics are garbage, but really, Peyton Royce is the much better one. She's decent in the ring. Is Peyton Royce? Billie Kay is garbage. Billie Kay is terrible. Billie Kay is terrible. Oh, but she's hot, man. Billie Kay may be good to look at, but once she gets in that ring, Billie Kay, it's like a Billie Kay is scared to break a fingernail. If you're scared to break a nail, if you're scared to take a bump, why are you in the ring?
Yeah, I'm not surprised they didn't even interrupt the match just to be Peyton Royce, since they're on separate brands.
Yeah. Oh, but Billie Kay has a resume, man. Who cares?
Who gives a fuck?
Yeah. But Peyton Royce eliminates Bayley. What are your thoughts on this? Oh, but Bayley got buried, man. Yeah, sure, Bayley got buried. And one loss is not going to hurt Bayley. She's bulletproof. She's the longest reigning SmackDown Women's Champion, longest combined reigning SmackDown Women's Champion history. One loss ain't going to hurt her. She's pretty much there now to put the other girls over. Like Bayley, she's a woman that's selfish and that's only in it for herself. You can instantly tell when a guy or girl is only about themselves and they don't care about who they're in that ring with. They don't want to make anyone look good, and they want to bury talent. Bayley's not like that, and it showed in this match. And I was shocked that Bayley was limited by Peyton Royce. Bayley, now, do you think Bayley wanted to do this, or what do you think?
I don't know.
Bayley may have wanted to put Peyton Royce. Bayley may have wanted to put Peyton Royce over. Maybe she sees something in Peyton Royce.
Yeah, but Peyton Royce did not look bad at all in the ring. She was actually decent in the match, Peyton Royce. This
kind of gave me NXT Peyton Royce of old.
If only Peyton Royce was actually good. If actually WWE Peyton Royce that good in the ring on Monday Night Raw.
So Peyton Royce does have the talent in her. She's decent in the ring. She's not terrible in the ring at all. She's decent. It's like, just give her the chance and she'll shine.
Yeah.
And get her away from Lacey Evans too. Her with Evans is doing her no favors whatsoever.
Yeah. I mean, we want to see Peyton Royce get better, but knowing WWE,
she'll never get better if she's with someone like a Lacey Evans, and she'll never get better if she's in there with garbage opponents who won't make her look good.
Yeah.
If you put her in there with someone like Bayley or a Bianca Belair or Ruby Riott or Liv Morgan or Sasha Banks, then that's a different story.
Yeah.
Then that's a different story. But again, Bayley, but again, Peyton Royce eliminating Bayley, I was shocked by it. But hey, maybe Bayley wanted to put her over.
Yeah, but that was big for Peyton Royce. But what will it mean anyway? What will it mean anyway with Peyton Royce, especially when she's getting booked, when she'll be booked soon, like a complete idiot on Monday Night Raw, with 8-year-olds running the shows.
Three of them named Kevin Dunn, Bruce Pritchard, Vince McMahon. But I would love to see Peyton Royce get a push, but to have her with fucking Lacey Evans, which I don't like at all.
Yeah.
I feel like Lacey Evans is just dragging her down.
Yeah.
That's my opinion. But anyways, moving on with this match. Natalya then runs running crab by Peyton Royce. Natalya then locks in, and then Natalya puts Royce in the sharpshooter. Royce taps out. Natalya eliminates Peyton Royce. And so Peyton Royce, like you said, Adam, Peyton Royce did not look bad in this match at all. Same thing with Bayley. So then Evans then misses a moonsault on Natty. And then Natty tries to put Baszler in the sharpshooter, but Evans decks her with the loser's right. Lacey Evans then eliminates Natalya after the loser's right. And
unfortunately,
I hate that losers right. It's terrible. No intensity. Zero.
it's the knockoff version of the knockout punch of the Big Show.
At least when Big Show does it, at least his hands are huge and it looks like it's actually devastating.
Yeah.
It may look like a simple move, but it's like at least it's impactful when he does it. Lacey Evans, forget about it.
Yeah.
So then after this, Bianca then hits the chicken wing slam for a near fall. Belair then goes up top, but is cut off by Evans. And then Lacey Evans hits a Spanish fly off to Bianca Belair. This was one of my favorite spots of the match.
Yeah. And that is the most impressive move Lacey Evans will ever hit in her career.
This is probably the best thing that she's ever done since she's got called up. And Lacey Evans is terrible.
Yeah, that's the best move she's ever hit outside of a move. So
This is probably it took her over a year for her to do at least a decent thing in the ring.
yeah,
Outside of a move. Yeah. I don't know. Do you think she does a better Spanish fly, or does Charlotte Flair do a better Spanish fly?
We don't know.
So Evans hits his top rope Spanish fly on Belair. Very near fall, but the Riot Squad breaks up the pinfall. Then Jax tags in and eats a series of strikes by Morgan and Riot. Then Baszler tags in and beats the crap out of Riot. Then Baszler puts Riot in the Kurafuda clutch, and then Ruby Riot turns it into a pin, but Jax distracts the referee, and Riot passes out. Then Baszler gets the easy pin and eliminates Ruby Riot. I like the way how they protected Ruby Riot in this match. She never tapped, she passed out.
Yeah, she never passed. Yeah, she passed out.
Your thoughts on all this? It's like she never immediately tapped out. Like they say, it's either tap out or pass out. But I really, really like the way how they protected Ruby Riot in this situation. I feel like a lot of the women in this match were protected.
Yeah.
And then, so Ruby Riot was eliminated, but she was protected. She looked good. So then Morgan attacks Evans. Morgan hits a drop kick off the top. Morgan then hits a brutal crucifix bomb on Lacey Evans for the elimination. This looked nasty.
That looked nasty.
That looked absolutely fucking brutal. That crucifix bomb. My God.
Lacey Evans almost had her neck broken with that move during the match.
You think?
Yeah.
Man, oh man, did that move look like it fucking hurt.
Yeah. It actually almost broke Lacey Evans' neck.
If Evans doesn't have a broken neck, I would be shocked.
Yeah.
Not a fan of Lacey Evans whatsoever, but if she doesn't have but hopefully Lacey Evans is okay. And if she doesn't have a broken neck, I would be floored. So then Morgan hits laying the smackdown on Jax. Then Jax drops Morgan with a Samoan drop for the elimination. Morgan out by Nia Jax. Wow, you were going to say something?
Thanks for coming with Morgan.
Nia Jax is selfish. I'm not a fan of Nia Jax. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So then Belair is all alone. Belair avoids Nia after series of slips, and then Belair tries to splash, but Jax gets her knees up. Jackson crushes Belair with a leg drop. Belair kicks out. Then Jax goes up top, but Belair pushes her off. Then Baszler tags in. Belair then tries another handspring, but Baszler catches Belair in midair and locks in the Kurafuda clutch. This, man, oh man, did Shayna look like a fucking monster in this thing.
Yeah, if only she was booked like this on Monday Night Raw.
But here's the thing. Can we get her away from Nia Jax? Shayna doesn't even need Nia Jax. Can we please have Shayna Baszler away from Nia and on her own? Please. Why is she paired with Nia Jax? Oh, but they need the women's tag team titles to be still there, man. Get rid of the women's tag team titles.
Get rid of them. They're irrelevant. They're worthless.
Oh, but if you dump the women's tag team titles, the women's division dies, man. It's a step backwards, man.
I swear, they have 2 sets of women's titles on Raw and SmackDown that they could challenge for.
Yeah, exactly. Why do they need a women's tag team titles? Is there even any women's tag teams right now?
There's 0.
Yep. 0 is right. So Belair's in the curve foot of clutch by Baszler. Belair gets to her feet with Baszler on her back. Then Baszler passes out but falls on the second rope. And I thought this was it for Bianca Belair, but she gets to the bottom rope. Baszler refuses to let go of the hold, and Baszler's disqualified on a 5 count. So Shayna Baszler is eliminated by disqualification. This protects Baszler, which I like. I'm glad that Baszler was not eating a pinfall in this match clean. I thought she'd be eliminated by Bianca by pin in this match, but I'm glad that was not the case. Your thoughts on Shayna getting eliminated?
Well, she was protected in this match. We thought she was going to be pinned by Bianca, but at least they did something to protect Shayna.
I mean, at first I originally thought Bianca could eliminate Shayna, all right, but the way Shayna was protected and not pinned or submitted, this I'm okay with.
We're okay with, yeah.
Yeah. So then after Shayna's disqualified, then Jackson tries to put Belair through this announce table, but Belair escapes and brawls with Jackson outside. Belair and Jackson both get countered out after Nia gets back body dropped over the barricade to the next to the virtual fans, and Belair fails to make the 10 count. And that makes Lana the sole survivor. I do not like this. I'm sorry. I don't care if you're a fan of Lana. I don't care if you're not a fan of Lana. I do not like this move at all. I don't. And then, no, this will not make Lana into a big baby face. It won't. No matter how hard Vince and Bruce try, this will not work. I don't care what anyone says. I don't care if you're a fan. I don't care if you're a fan of Lana or if you're not a fan of Lana. This will fail. This will fail.
It's going to blow its face, and this result will be forgotten within a year. When we go to next year's Survivor Series, this result will be forgotten.
Yeah. Bianca should have won this match. Now, she could still win the Rumble. She could still beat Bayley before the Rumble. But I think Bianca should have won this match. But hey, at least Bianca wasn't pinned.
Yeah, at least she wasn't pinned by Lana, which we appreciate.
If Lana would have pinned Bianca, then I would be pissed.
Yeah, that would be a reason for us to complain.
Exactly. Yeah. So the finish I did not like whatsoever. But other than that, the match was very good. And if you ask me, the 5-on-5 Survivor Series matches, which one was better, the men's or the women's? The women's one was a lot better than the men's. And I'm not afraid to say that.
At least the SmackDown women were not all eliminated in a row.
And a lot of the women look good. Bayley looked decent. Peyton Royce looked decent. Ruby Riott looked good. Liv Morgan looked good. Bianca Belair looked good, and Shayna Baszler looked good.
Yeah.
So the women's match was much better than the men's match. The women's match was good. The women's match was good. Outside the ending I did not like at all. But other than that, the women's match was very good and much better than the men's match. That's my opinion on that. And again, like I just said, Lana being the sole survivor, no, it's not going to make her into a big baby face. It will not make her into a big baby face. Oh, but this has nothing to do with AEW and Miro/Rusev, man. Sure. It has nothing to do with that AEW pissant t-shirt company, man. Sure, it has nothing to do with All Elite Wrestling.
I give it to you. I guarantee you in a year when we get to another women's Survivor Series match, Raw versus SmackDown, I guarantee this result will be forgotten. And nobody will remember Lana as a sole survivor within the next 10 years.
And all this shows is that Vince and Bruce are fucking petty. Because Miro/Rusev went to AEW.
They didn't even care about Lana. Now they didn't even
and Lana's not that good of a wrestler anyways. Oh, but it's better late than never to push someone, man.
It's never late for someone.
It's never too late to push someone, man, says the clown.
Yeah. Sure.
But it's true though. It is never too late to push someone, man. If you're gonna push someone, why can't you do it why can't you do it and strike while the iron is hot?
Yeah.
It's
never late for someone. If you want to push someone, you want to push them immediately when the iron was hot or when the time was right.
Oh, you don't have to do it when. Oh, you don't. But you don't have to do it when the time is right, though, man.
Yes, you have to. Because if you push them when it's too late, no one will care. It's like
No Mercy 2017 with Braun Strowman. He should have won the Universal title 3 years ago at No Mercy. Did they do it?
No.
They did not strike while they did not strike while the iron was hot.
Or in 2018, when he was with the money back, they didn't do it. They didn't have it when he never survived. I know what you're talking about.
Then they turned him heel, then they turned him back babyface quickly when Roman went down with leukemia, and then Braun was never the same guy. And right now he's garbage. He's a one trick pony, and he does. And he's garbage right now, anyways. And now he's a one trick pony. He's garbage right now, anyways. One trick. Yeah, WrestleMania 34, Rusev and Aiden English of Rusev Day. They should have won the SmackDown Tag Titles at WrestleMania 34, but no, they gave it to the fucking Bludgeon Brothers.
Yeah. Luke Harper, A.K. Brody Lee, and Eric Rowan.
Oh, but Eric Rowan needs to be on WrestleMania, though, man. Who gives a shit about Eric Rowan unless you have Luke Harper with him? And the Bludgeon Brothers were like, I like Luke Harper, but Bludgeon Brothers, were you a fan of that?
The only thing good about it was the theme music.
Yeah. Oh, but the Bludgeon Brothers are dominant, though, man.
Dominant? How many squash matches did they have against the Hype Bros?
They fought, and sometimes at least they fought 90-pound jobbers.
Yeah, before they even sipped tag team championships.
Yeah, I think didn't they fight Colin Delaney at one point, who used to be in WWE ECW in 2008? Remember him, Colin Delaney?
Yeah, didn't they fought him and they
when he gets squashed by Shelton Benjamin and Big Daddy V and Mark Henry and Great Khali and Big Show, Kane.
Yeah, that guy. That was squashed against the Bludgeon Brothers.
Then he beat Armando Estrada to win an ECW contract in 2008. Remember that? And he was tagging with Tommy Dreamer, and he lost to Miz and Morrison and Matt Hardy in 2008 in ECW. Remember that?
Yeah.
And then he lost to Mike Knox in ECW in 2008 as well.
Yeah, Jobber,
yeah. But yeah, Rusev Day should have definitely won the SmackDown Tag Titles at WrestleMania 34, but they didn't do it. They didn't strike while the iron was hot.
This is WWE. They struck the iron was
Oh,
hot.
but it's better late than never, though, man. But you got it. But yeah, like you said, Adam, if you don't strike while the iron is hot, who's gonna care?
Yeah, who's gonna give a shit?
Exactly. Lana is not even that good, anyways, and Lana with Rusev Day was hot a couple years ago. Now you want to push Lana.
They didn't even care about her the entire time, even when Rusev was there. But now they want to care about her because Rusev is an angel.
Oh, but Monday Night Raw is not afraid of AEW, man. Yes, they are. Yes, they are.
If they're not afraid, then why wasn't Lana released with Rusev?
Yeah. Exactly. But yeah. But anyways, Lana's the baby, but Lana's the sole survivor again. Before we move on shortly, Vince thinks that Lana's the sole survivor. Vince thinks that this is going to get Lana over as a big baby face. It will not at all whatsoever. Period. This will blow up right in their fucking faces. This will blow up right in their faces. I don't care what anyone says. But outside of that stupid ending, the match was very good. And it was much better than the men's 5-on-5 match. At least a lot of people in the women's match were protected. So moving on. Roman Reigns, the Tribal Chief and the Universal Champion, representing SmackDown with Paul Heyman, versus Raw's WWE Champion, the Scottish Psychopath, Drew McIntyre. Now, this match, which one was better? The match at WrestleMania 35 or this match? If you say this match was better, you are correct. Your thoughts, Adam?
This match was awesome.
Excellent match. Excellent stuff here. McIntyre works a lot better as a babyface. And Roman Reigns, what can I say? Never turn him babyface again. Never turn Roman babyface ever again. These are the right roles for them. Why wasn't this done at WrestleMania 35?
I have no idea.
This is what should have happened all this time at WrestleMania 35 last year in New Jersey at MetLife Stadium. But this match here was a very good match. McIntyre and Reigns, champion versus champion. So, Reigns and McIntyre, they start this match with a lockup, right? Yeah, because it's badass, right? Oh, lockup, this is awesome. This is badass. This is bad.
Yeah.
So neither man can get the advantage, and then Reigns and McIntyre then end up tied up in the ropes. Then McIntyre gives Reigns a clean break. Then McIntyre locks Reigns in a side headlock. Badass, guys. This is so badass. Headlock. Oh, but headlock is the awesome wrestling move, man.
Oh,
What? What are you talking about?
I can get out of that move easily.
That's a move you'd see in a high school or middle school wrestling match in school. In a wrestling team, easily. You could easily reverse out of that move. That's, you know. Oh, man. So Reigns retreats to the outside of the ring, outside area. McIntyre then tries to lock up, but Reigns kicks him in the gut. Reigns and McIntyre then trading strikes with each other. Reigns then unloads on McIntyre right in the corner. McIntyre then grabs Reigns by the throat and sends him into the corner. McIntyre then lands a few stiff punches. Reigns then sends McIntyre head first into the ring post. And then McIntyre falls to the outside. Then Reigns into the ring post. Then McIntyre falls into the outside. Then Reigns sends McIntyre into the ring steps. Reigns then lands a few knees onto McIntyre's head. Suplex by Reigns. Reigns then puts McIntyre in a weird chin lock. So then fast forward this match. McIntyre fires up and he sends Reigns flying with an overhead throw, leaping neck breaker by McIntyre. McIntyre then attempts a future shock DDT, but Reigns counters with a Samoan drop. Reigns then calls for a Superman punch, but McIntyre reverses it into a spine buster. Then Reigns and McIntyre are fighting on the outside of the ring. McIntyre then sends Reigns into the steps. McIntyre then rolls Reigns into the ring. Uppercut by Reigns. McIntyre headbutts Reigns. Then after this. And then McIntyre and Reigns trade boots with each other. Reigns tries Superman punch, but McIntyre counters it and hits the future shock for a kick, and then Reigns kicks out of it. And then McIntyre's in the corner. He calls for the Claymore kick. Reigns sidesteps it and hits the Superman punch. McIntyre then responds with a suplex. McIntyre then tries the Claymore again, but Reigns moves and whips McIntyre into the ring post. Reigns then goes for a spear. Roman calls for a spear. He goes for the spear on McIntyre. McIntyre rolls Reigns into a double wrist lock. Reigns eventually gets to the ropes. Reigns rolls out of the ring. McIntyre then charges in, and Reigns Samoan drops McIntyre on the announce desk, and the table doesn't break. Then Reigns picks up McIntyre and Small drops him. Then Simone drops McIntyre onto the table again, and this time it breaks. This time the announce table breaks.
Yeah.
Really, really good stuff so far. Much better than the WrestleMania 35 match. Why wasn't this type of match produced at WrestleMania 35?
Why? Just off.
How come it's like non-mania matches? How are they better than the actual matches at Mania? Isn't that ass backwards to you, if you ask me? Am I the only one that thinks that?
Yes, it's ass backwards.
Shouldn't the matches at Mania be better than the non-Mania matches?
Yeah.
It's mind-boggling. Really is.
Yeah.
So then, fast forwarding this, Reigns spears McIntyre through the barricade. Reigns tries to pin McIntyre, but McIntyre kicks out at 2 and not 2.9 back in the ring. Then Reigns is shocked and he tries to spear again, but McIntyre gets the boot up. McIntyre hits the ropes and eats another spear. McIntyre kicks out again. Then Reigns calls for another spear. When Reigns charges in and eats a Claymore kick, then Reigns falls into the referee. And then Jay runs down to the ring, but McIntyre knocks him off the apron. Reigns then hits a low blow on McIntyre, right? Then Jay super kicks McIntyre in the face. Superman punch from Reigns. Reigns then puts McIntyre in the guillotine. And then a new referee runs down to the ring. And then McIntyre passes out in the guillotine. And the winner of this match, the pass out Roman Reigns. The floor is yours, brother.
Awesome. A pretty awesome match and protected both guys.
Absolutely. His finish protected. Very good stuff by both guys. Both guys look really good. So Jey Uso, Roman Reigns looks like they're still together, but Drew McIntyre, I like him passing out the guillotine. I liked him not tapping out. And what do you think? Like, would this be better if it was Orton versus Reigns, or do you think this would have been better than Orton versus Reigns?
No. Drew McIntyre and Roman Reigns was much better than having Orton versus Roman.
Your reason on that?
Yeah, but heading into this match, either guy could lose. But hey, they found a way to protect both guys, especially Drew McIntyre.
If you have two guys in there that can't lose, you're booking yourself to a corner. But if you're gonna have two guys in there that can't lose, you better be booking it that way, like you did with Reigns and McIntyre at Survivor Series last Sunday, and having both guys look good.
Yeah, and they did a pretty good job at protecting both guys.
So kudos to WWE for that. Both guys.
Yeah, this match made you want to see more of that. See more Roman versus Drew McIntyre when they do this again.
Would you mind seeing this again?
Yeah, I will not mind seeing this again. After this match, I will not mind seeing this again.
But maybe on a bigger stage.
Yeah, maybe if Drew loses the WWE title, then he goes to SmackDown. Then I would love to see that match again.
And Seth Rollins is taking time off after Survivor Series. I don't know. Or maybe if they do another draft next year, maybe they move McIntyre to SmackDown.
Yeah. Or maybe they switch Rollins from... Or maybe they switch Drew McIntyre to SmackDown to have a feud with Roman again.
That could be good.
Or when Drew then loses the WWE Championship.
Could be interesting. And I would not mind that at all.
I will not mind this match again. After what they did at Survivor Series. This was awesome.
And also another factor why this match at Survivor Series between the two was much better than their match at WrestleMania 35 was also, I think, because at WrestleMania 35, Drew McIntyre was the heel. Roman Reigns was the babyface, correct? This time, though, however, the roles got reversed, and Reigns is now the heel, and Reigns is now the heel. Now McIntyre's the babyface. I think, like, just by McIntyre's the face and Reigns is the heel alone, their match here at Survivor Series 2020 was much better than their match at WrestleMania 35 a year ago. And like I said, McIntyre, he's much better as a babyface than he is a heel. Roman Reigns, never ever turn him babyface again.
Yeah.
I think all that played a big factor in this. McIntyre's the face and Reigns is a heel. And I think that's why this match was a lot better than their match for Mania last year. Much better than the WrestleMania 35 match. And I think that was another reason for that. That's my take. But this was a very good match. Then after this match, Reigns and sees Jay on the stage, and then Reigns walks up to Jay, and then they eventually hug. So that was that as far as the matches went. And then after this was the Undertaker farewell. We already went over that earlier in this video. Oh, and then Shane McMahon was up and is in the ring too, and Booker T.
Yeah, which we're back tonight.
And then other ones named The Godfather as well. No Ho Train.
Unfortunately, we got the Godwins.
Yes, I was just gonna say the Godwins. You had Shane McMahon in there.
Yeah, we got all the names we mentioned: Triple H, Shawn Michaels, Big Show, Ric Flair, Kane.
The Undertaker's farewell taker. Undertaker's on the mic and he says, and the Undertaker chant breaks out. It's the piped in noises, which I can't stand. Taker that is in the ring and he says, after all these legends are in the ring, and then the video package, and then Vince in the ring, like we talked about earlier in this video. Then Undertaker comes out, like we said earlier in this video and all. So Undertaker comes out after Vince and all, with about Vince, which we said earlier in this video. So Undertaker after all that comes out, his music hits, and Taker says, for 30 years he's made the slow walk to this ring. Taker has laid people to rest time and time again. He says, now this time has come. Taker then says, now his time has come. It's time for him to let the Undertaker rest in peace. Or no, it's time for him to let the Undertaker rest in peace. And then Taker tosses the mic away. Then Taker tips his hat and drops to a knee. And then a hologram of Paul Bearer holding up the urn appears in the ring as Taker bows his head. This I have no words.
There as well.
This was nice.
Yeah, this was a nice tribute there to Paul Bearer.
God rest his soul. And I still think to this day he went away too soon 7 years ago.
Yeah. But that segment was awesome.
Yep. And then the single spotlight appears on Taker as the rest of the lights go out. Taker then eventually walks up the ramp and he puts his fist up one last time. Then the ending credits.
The show goes off the.
Yeah. I really thought the Fiend or Karrion Kross was going to come out. Now, do you really think Undertaker's actually retired? Or do you see him at WrestleMania next year? We still have February. We have November, we have December, January, and February. Now, do you think this is now with Undertaker? Do you think this is really his farewell, or could you see him wrestling next year at WrestleMania for his actual farewell when there is fans?
This is his actual farewell, I think. This is his actual farewell. He retires in the same arena where he debuted.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, in my opinion, I still think that he should retire in front of actual fans. So maybe there's still a chance it's just his actual for real retirement next year at Mania when there is fans. So maybe there's still hope with that, because I think he should retire in front of fans. Virtual fans is just not the same, and I think he should retire in front of actual fans. That's just my honest opinion on that.
If this is his actual retirement, good for him. And this could be the perfect way to end his career. Ending his career where it all began.
Yeah. Or I don't know. His first WrestleMania was WrestleMania 7. Maybe he could still wrestle at WrestleMania 37. I don't know. but we'll see what happens. But Undertaker fell well. It was a bit emotional, but again, he could still wrestle at WrestleMania 37 next year in 2021 when hopefully there is fans back by that time next year. But again, we'll see what happens. As far as the Survivor Series matches goes for last Sunday night Survivor Series, build was bad, but it was a decent show. It was like a semi-decent show.
Yeah, but there's still lots of ways.
Yeah, like the men's Survivor Series match, and Lana win it. Lana is a sole survivor, though a lot of ladies were protected in the women's 5-on-5 match, etc., etc. But still a decent show.
Yeah.
All in all, despite the logic gaps in the poor build. But that is that. And that's your Survivor Series review for 2020 from last Sunday night. And that is that. And thank you guys so much for joining Adam and I right here in the channel for the Survivor Series 2020 review from Survivor Series 2020 plus Sunday night on the WWE Network. Thank you guys so much for joining for this, and hope you guys enjoyed the video. And I will see you next time right here in the channel for the Raw review from this past Monday night, the Raw after Survivor Series 2020. Follow me on Instagram at Nicholas Fiore 2014. Follow me on Twitter at FioreNick579. Follow me on Facebook at Nicholas_Fiore31. And follow Adam on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Links in the description after this video is done publishing and all. And remember to hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and hit that bell for all notifications when it comes, so then that way you guys are notified whenever I upload videos from the channel right here onto YouTube. And again, my goal is to hit at least 50 subscribers before the end of 2020. So I would really appreciate it, guys, to hit that like button and that subscribe button, and make sure you hit that bell for all notifications. So then that way you're notified whenever videos are uploaded from my channel onto YouTube.com. So remember that like button, hit the subscribe button, and hit that bell for all notifications. I'm Nick Fiore. This is Adam. This is the Fiore's Nation YouTube channel right here on YouTube.com. Thank you guys so much for joining us for the Survivor Series 2020 review video. Thank you guys so much for joining us. Hope you guys enjoyed this video right here. And see you next time right here on this very channel for the Monday Night Raw review from this past Monday night. The Monday Night Raw after Survivor Series 2020. I'll talk to you guys later.